So in this video, I'm gonna show you step by step from beginning to end. Prepping the surface, cleaning the surface, wrapping the surface, and then also getting your edges and corners to mold and hold. The first step that we're gonna do is always clay bar. This is just soapy water, just enough for the clay bar to glide on the surface. So as you can see, there's nothing on this clay bar. This is a brand new one. This is just gonna get any sort of grime or wax off of the paint. It doesn't need too much, and I'm also listening too. Now, this paint is nowhere near perfect. You got rock chips and scratches and stuff like that. This is just an example. This was a clean car, so you can see all of this road grime that's the clay bar took off of it. So if you are working with a vehicle that has rock chips or any sort of defects or damages like this, you are gonna wanna fill them before you do wrap it, because you will see them under the film. Right on. So the next step is to give it an alcohol bath. So this is 70% alcohol. What I like to do is I douse these edges with this alcohol. I'm just gonna kind of rub this back and forth, very clean. Once I'm done with my edges, I'm going to alcohol the surface. All right, the third step is using the tack repel. This is gonna give the surface a silky feeling to it to allow the film to not bond to the painted surface quite as fast. I'm gonna spray a generous amount, and then I'm gonna stay away from the edges because that's obviously where we need the film to stick. So I'm gonna first just kind of outline. And if you do get on the edge, it's not the end of the world. Just go back with alcohol in that area to remove it. And now we're gonna let that set for about 2 to 3 minutes, make sure it's completely dry. Now off to the wrapping part. And I don't need too much overhang. I just wanna get rid of a lot of this baggy stuff. I'm kind of just feeling where this all is. So we are using ARMR colored PPF. You don't really need a whole lot of heat to move this stuff because it's very stretchy, it's very pliable, and you're gonna see that here in a second. I'm gonna put my magnet here. Got that locked down. I'm gonna put a magnet down there as well, just so it doesn't pull off. And then the rest, I'm just gonna carefully pull this liner off. And now we can just reposition this to where we need it. I'm gonna give it some pull, but not too much. And notice that we have not used the heat gun yet. This is all just cold stretch, which is what makes this film very easy to install. So I'm just pulling out the tension side to side now, just like that. So now I'm pretty much glassed out. So now we're gonna get to squeegeeing. So I got my squeegee, I got my paint is dead wrap glove. I'm gonna start off in the middle of the panel because you don't wanna start on the outside and move in. You're gonna get trapped air and or wrinkles. I'm just gonna sink this middle piece all the way across. And you can see how easy I'm pushing the bubbles out, also due to the tack repel, allowing the air to escape a little bit easier. So on an area recess like this, this is what the wrap glove is known best for, is just taking it all down at one time. We're just gonna glide on the opposite panel. So we have 2 different heat sources, and we're gonna be using both of them. And I'm gonna show you what each one does and why. A heat gun is gonna be good for long, straighter panels to heat and tuck. Torch is gonna be better for very sharp edges and corners. This is gonna be your key for corners. You're gonna see the film kind of smoke a little bit. It'll start to shrivel up. That's when you know you have perfect heat. You're gonna come in and you're basically just gonna mend the corner just like that. And that's why it's important to technically melt the film to the corner and not heat the film to the corner. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully these tips and tricks help you get started using ARMR colored PPF. And if you have any other questions, make sure to visit our YouTube channel or just reach out to us via email.